So, swallowtail butterflies in key Assam habitat face a citrus worry. So, India hosts 77 of the 573 swallowtail butterfly species recorded across the world so far. और जो IUCN है, it designated the northeastern part of the country where 69 species have been recorded as a swallowtail rich zone under the Swallowtail Conservation Action Plan. तो जो ये part है in the forest habitats of a part of Assam, often referred to as the citrus belt of the world. The decline of swallowtail butterflies, which was not a major concern about 2 decades ago. तो IUCN status, it marked them as globally endangered. अब बटरफ्लाइज की अगर हम इम्पोर्टेंस की बात करते हैं तो अगेन ये वैल्यूएबल इंडिकेटर्स होती हैं ऑफ द इन्वायरमेंटल हेल्थ, जो इन्फ्लुएंस करती हैं इनकी प्रेजेंस, अबंडेंस और डाइवर्सिटी को इन द वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ बटरफ्लाइज एज वेल. तो harvesting of citrus plants for medicinal properties may have shrunk the population of these butterflies. So some of which they exclusively feed on certain species of the plant. Currently butterflies की species की बात करते हैं तो there are around 17,500 species of butterflies worldwide. And अगर इंडिया की बात करते हैं तो इंडिया में we have 1,500. किन किन एरियाज में? नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न इंडिया, वेस्टर्न घाट्स, वेस्टर्न हिमालयाज, यही बायोडाइवर्सिटी हॉटस्पॉट है where these are majorly found.
Also, butterflies are cold-blooded and they need sun's heat to fly. So this is one interesting fact. So they bask in the sun to warm their bodies and fly best when their temperature is between 85 to 100 degree Fahrenheit.
So where does dust come from and why does it reappear so soon after we dust? So terrestrial dust is mostly tiny fragments abraded from larger things. जैसे कि shoes to strips to sealing wax, cabbages. The drought created the dust bowl with its penetrating clouds of dry plowed soil. The fires of ancient plains, Indians probably added to their dusty teepees. So charged particles of the dust are attracted to surfaces with the opposite charge. So wind turbines under the construction at the Sea Green offshore wind farm. So England में है ये, steel and concrete. And yesterday itself we read regarding the windman who is Tulsi Tanti. तो इंडियन बिजनेसमैन और रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी पायनियर थे ये, विंड मैन ऑफ इंडिया में इनको बोलते हैं. एंड वी आल्सो डिस्कस yesterday regarding the water man of India, राजेंद्र प्रसाद, oh sorry, Rajendra Singh ji, which have who has helped in rejuvenating of 5 rivers in Rajasthan. And also the indigenous methods of rainwater harvesting उसमें भी he had uh, given several contributions. The further center appoints 3 new external MPC members. The government on Tuesday appointed 3 new external members, Ram Singh, Saugata Bhattacharya, and Nagesh Kumar, to the RBI Monetary Policy Committee. For the Union Bank of India, our service societies attribute to his greatness. So RSETIs, Rural Self-Employment Training Institutes. So it is managed by women, training and empowerment of unemployed youth, donation of digital blackboards to support and improve the quality of education. Reach of digital public library extended. Further dialysis centers for kidney patients. These are the initiatives with regard to health education and empowerment.
This is an example of the CSR initiative by the Union Bank. So
Hmm.
empowerment, education, technology, and healthcare.
The government brings the curtains down on GST anti-profiteering law. The CBIC, Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs. तो जो टैक्स अथॉरिटीज है will not register any fresh case of profiteering under the GST regime.
Anti-profiteering is when, suppose GST tax rate has been reduced on a particular commodity, but the end sellers or the final sellers in the market, they are not translating down that benefit to the consumers. So that gap is illegally being, we can say, profited by those sellers in the market. But now we are seeing that there are no fresh cases after 1st of April. So that is why the decision.
नहीं 25 लिखा है ना तो this will not happen. तो क्यों है ऐसा फिर? Like it is mentioned GST appellate tribunal ये इसके ऊपर ओवरव्यू देगा.
So it will be transferred to the GST appellate tribunal, which has been recently constituted.
Hmm. Next, IBC must evolve to achieve 7 to 8% GDP growth. So insolvency and bankruptcy reform to improve the operational efficiencies, to speed up the resolution process, it must be done. And yesterday itself, we read regarding the reforms that should happen, even with regard to the asset reconstruction companies, ARC जो हम बोलते हैं. तो कैसे सेक्टर स्पेसिफिक ओरिएंटेशन में भी था, मैथडी करेक्ट मी इफ आई एम रॉन्ग, तो वो भी इसी फील्ड में ही था, सो एज टू इम्प्रूव द ऑपरेशनल एफिशिएंसीज थ्रू इनोवेटिव रेजोल्यूशन रूट्स.
That was related to making the ARCs more efficient and more effective. So we talked about that there should be increased synergy between IBC working and the ARCs, so that we are able to actually revive back the companies and the loans which are again declared as NPAs instead of going ahead with liquidation, which is it is the last resort, and in actual life also it should be the last resort that we follow.
तो इंसॉल्वेंसी एंड बैंक्रप्सी बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया, IBBI. Further, war hits India's exports to West Asia. So export to Israel fell sharply by 63%. With Jordan, maybe there was a drop in Lebanon also. So in all these countries, they have a drop. Saudi Arabia, UAE, Kuwait, and Qatar have thus far remained uninvolved. So this has allowed trade with GCC Gulf Cooperation countries to rise by 17%. तो इंडिया के जो
So
ओवरऑल
different.
एक्सपोर्ट्स है इवन इन यूरोपियन यूनियन दे ग्रू बाय 6%. और जो क्रूड ऑयल और पेट्रोलियम इंपोर्ट्स है दे फेल बाय 32%, driven by the reduced demand.
Also, the disruption in the key shipping routes that has also forced the vessels to take the longer routes through the Cape of
Hmm.
Good Hope. So this has also led to 15 to 20% jump in the shipping cost, making the exports less competitive.
Hmm. एंड क्रूड ऑयल एंड पेट्रोलियम की रिगार्डिंग बात करते हैं तो इंडिया इंपोर्ट्स द रॉ मटेरियल एंड जो प्रोसेसिंग होता है वो मेजरली इंडिया में टेक प्लेस करता है एंड देन वी फर्दर एक्सपोर्ट द प्रोसेस्ड पेट्रोलियम एटसेट्रा फ्यूल्स.
And the members of the Gulf Cooperation Council includes Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and UAE. These are
Hmm.
the six member countries. So you
Hmm.
need to remember Iran is not a part of it.
Hmm. तो ग्रीन फाइनेंसिंग, तो गैप्स इन अडेप्टेशन फाइनेंस. So private sector should step in, and developing nations have to find their own resources. The private sector lacks access to data, and there is information asymmetry. So clueless about where to invest. तो जब हम बात करते हैं कि एक यूनिफॉर्म स्ट्रक्चर और प्लेटफॉर्म क्रिएट करने की, which can actually help in the decision making process of the private sector.
So other issues includes the institutional and the regulatory issues, which prevents the private sector participation in adaptation measures. So less than 60 countries, they have prepared an adaptation plan so far. So India's adaptation plan, it is still a work in progress and it will be ready till like later half of 2025. Third challenge is that there are peculiarities when it comes to investment in the adaptation, like in terms of we are having concerns related to the success rate of those investments, whether we'll be able to scale those projects or not, and then able to achieve that breakthrough point and start making profits. So there is no defined income stream. There are like upfront costs are there which are huge. Then time horizon for adaptation is also longer. So solution lies in co-financing. So government should also step up as a part of again increased capital expenditure under the expansionary fiscal policy and invest alongside in order to reduce the risk of adaptation. So that again this can encourage and attract more of private sector investment if government would be taking the lead initially.
Hmm.
Additional resources they can be raised through again imposition of carbon tax. We talk about the green bonds which can be issued. Then we have green credit scheme also, which but again they are, we can say, as a part of ESG norms that is related to the ongoing projects which are there, like brownfield projects regarding. So greenfield investment, because it requires huge amount of investment, so that is the challenge.
Hmm. Further bridging the bloc, so with global investment flows fragmenting along geopolitical lines, India must be source agnostic in order to meet its annual FDI target of $100 billion. So repatriations and disinvestments are not good news as they indicate waning foreign investor interest, that they are reducing their exposure and even exiting the market. तो मेक इन इंडिया प्रोग्राम completes 10 years. तो मेजर चैलेंज क्या क्या है? अगेन इन्वेस्टमेंट एंड ट्रेड फ्लोज इन द वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमी. They are begin to fragment along geopolitical lines broadly into US centric and Sino-centric blocks. तो अगेन इंडिया कैसे लेवरेज कर सकता है इस अपॉर्चुनिटी को thrown up by the global fragmentation has major bearing on its high level of emission of FDI. So India still remains a leading destination for the FDI.
In terms of numbers, when we see that like we have the target of achieving $100 billion of FDI, for the past 5 financial years, we see that the annual average inflow of the FDI is close to $77 billion.
Hmm. So why our experts can't agree on joblessness? तो क्या क्या differences हैं in the government and private estimates? और methodology जो है estimates के लिए is it correct or not? तो हम बात करते हैं joblessness की. Does it actually exist that much? तो CMI मेथोडोलॉजी क्या है एंड प्राइवेट सर्वे क्यों इतना ज्यादा पॉपुलर है? तो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट इन जून 2024 as per CMI while PLFS puts it at 3.2%. Contrary trends raise questions about the very basis of these estimates. तो डिफरेंट एस्टिमेट्स आ रहे हैं अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट एंड लेबर फोर्स. तो वो सिंक में ही नहीं है. तो लैक ऑफ रोबस्ट डेटा एंड इनफ्रीक्वेंट रिलीज ऑफ ऑफिशियल डेटा. तो यहाँ पे जब हम बात करते हैं मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ स्टैटिस्टिक्स एंड प्रोग्राम इम्प्लीमेंटेशन, उसमें भी देयर वर सेवरल reform measures that were suggested so as to have a better data regarding all the areas. तो क्यों ये data इतना ज़्यादा important है? So as to further make policies with regard to this. तो क्लेम्स जो है कैपिटल लेबर एनर्जी मटेरियल सर्विसेज ये डेटाबेस से प्रोवाइड करता है एम्प्लॉयमेंट एस्टिमेट्स एट एन ऑल इंडिया लेवल relying on the PLFS for primary data. Or as per the provisional KLEMS estimates for 2023-24 जो employment है it increased by 168.3 million to 643 million.
Also, there are discrepancies related to ki what is one common definition of a household. Then reference period of employment, even these are different. Like usual status approach होता है जिसमें हम weekly basis पे we are determining या फिर हम 365 days basis पे we are determining.
और CMI क्या है? सेंटर फॉर मॉनिटरिंग इंडियन इकोनॉमी. तो ये प्राइवेट बॉडी है. तो PLFS के अकॉर्डिंग अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट हैज डिक्लाइंड from 1718 to 2223. एंड ये प्राइवेट एंटिटी कहती है अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट रोज शार्पली to 9.2 in June from 7% in May. Further, Ishiba appointed Japan's new PM. तो पहले प्राइम मिनिस्टर was Fumio Kishida, and now we have Shigeru Ishiba. तो इंडिया एंड जापान मेजर जो कोलैबोरेशन है दे आर इन रिगार्ड ऑफ ऑटोमोबाइल सेक्टर और इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में, especially regarding the chip manufacturing semiconductors. So in area mein there are several advancements, and further recently we read regarding the bullet train as well. कि कैसे Japan and India collaboration in building the Mumbai Ahmedabad bullet train.
Also, it is written pledges to beat deflation. So, what is deflation? It is opposite of inflation, and the situation is again contrary to most of the economies in the world right now. When we are facing the challenge of reducing inflation, they are fighting with deflation. Deflation is that prices are falling.
Hmm. And
So even
disinflation
this
is
raises that
inflation.
question that again a certain level of inflation is actually desirable because it supports economic growth as it encourages more of production activities in the economy.
Hmm. And also regarding disinflation, which is कि inflation हो रही है but at a lesser rate.
Lower rate. Right.
तो this again is further regarding Gandhiji and Shashi Tandar birth anniversary. So tribute to Bapu, 10 years of Swachh Bharat mission. So ensuring a dignified life through construction of 12 crore toilets. Again, ODF solid liquids waste management. So all these we have covered. Waste management startups launched. तो ये हम बात कर
Hmm.
सकते हैं कि कैसे startups में भी they can be integrated with the goals as well in regard to the cleanliness drive that is existing.
We also talk about Gandhi and DPSP. So, what are those if we name a few? Like promotion of cottage industries under Article 43. So, on similar lines, we have the Khadi and Village Industries Commission. It is promoting traditional handicrafts and small scale industries. So, second is promotion of voluntary cooperation and village panchayats under Article 40. So, this was again under 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992. Then we have promotion of education and economic interest of SC, STs and other weaker sections under Article 46. And we have again national SC, ST hubs. Then commissions are also there. Then prohibition of consumption of intoxicating drinks and drugs under Article 47. So promotion of agriculture and animal husbandry, Article 48. We have like, for example, Rashtriya Gokul Mission on similar lines. Govardhan Mission is there. An organization of agriculture on cooperative lines. So it is a self-sufficiency model supporting sustainability at the same time and more cooperation. And we can say that even women empowerment. So social justice, rural development, upliftment of the marginalized sections of society.
So Iran fires missiles at Israel, says ready for retaliation. So air raids come after attacks from Lebanon, where Israel has begun ground operations against Hezbollah.
So UN has called for immediate ceasefire in Lebanon, but again, this raises questions regarding the efficacy or to how much extent UN is being able to tackle this situation.
Hmm. So for the US, a National Transport Safety Board has said more than 40 foreign operators of Boeing 737 airplanes may be using planes with rudder components that could pose safety risks. US Federal Aviation Administration.
So rudder, it is used to control position of nose of the aircraft. So from the perspective of safety of civil aviation also, this raises the challenge and the questions. So it is not used to turn the aircraft in the flight. Aircraft turns are caused by banking the aircraft to one side using either the ailerons or the spoilers. So it is basically just to control position of nose, that is the front portion of the aircraft, rudder. It is there on the ship also.
To further empower people for a cleanup of the country. To spotlight his emphasis on cleanliness. It's amply clear that upliftment hinges on human agency. So he strove social reformer. He strove through personal example to rid manual labor, especially in the context of sanitary work, of a stigma attached by tradition. As a soldier for peace, he laid his life on the line to oppose communal hatred and strife. Millions of toilets were built. The incumbent administration took up the Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan, launched in 2012 to end open defecation by 2022. तो symbolically देखा जाए तो India, Gandhiji's iconic glasses, they adorn the messages in signboards. तो अभी के डेटा की बात करते हैं तो 1921 में जो NFHS है उसने बताया कि 19% of the Indians, including 26% of the rural population, still do not have access to toilets and defecate in the open. So natural resources, India's natural resources require ICU attention before it's too late. So air pollution is bad enough, but we may face other resource-related dangers. जो भी intensive care approach require करे. So by ensuring CNG as fuel, it provided much needed relief to urban area. So Great Delhi smog. So London's Great Smog of 1952. उसके similar Delhi had faced in 2016. फिर ग्रैब का इंट्रोडक्शन हुआ in 2017. तो Graded Response Action Plan. So this is with regard to the pollution. कि 200 to 300, 300 to 400 and above 400. So AQI के regarding and the role of CAQM, that is Commission for Air Quality Management. फिर compilation of data uh, from government sources by the Center for Research on Energy and Clean Air. तो ये first 6 months 2024 के बारे में बताता है had average of PM 2.5 levels that were 20 times higher than the WHO standards of 5 micrograms per cubic meter. और इंडिया में it is 40 micrograms per cubic meter.
So we can say that what are the different types of natural resources that we're talking about, as the headline also states. One is the air quality. Second, we can say that potable drinking water, and there the challenge is river pollution, like Yamuna pollution, talk about Yamuna and Ganga. And secondly, depleting groundwater resources. Then as a solution, we talk about again adhering to the traditional practices related to water conservation, then rejuvenation of the marshlands or the water bodies like lakes and ponds, that is important. And then again, going ahead with certain changes in the designing of the infrastructure investments which are there, so that the challenges are solved through these investments in a simultaneous and a parallel manner. So we are already a water scarce country, and very soon it might turn out to be a water stress like situation. So even in the overall, if we talk about the northern Ganga plains, even then we talk about that the cropping pattern also needs to see a transformation. We talk about agroforestry, we talk about cultivation of the millets, which are again climate smart crops. So a shift from water intensive or water guzzling crops is needed, which will be again critical for from the perspective of food security and nutritional security and maintaining that overall stability and balance when it comes to even agriculture as a livelihood option.
Hmm. Thank you, Arun, for joining. We will continue in the next session with the next set of important articles.